Intuition. I'm here to help you create a happy, healthy, and wealthy life. Thank you all so much for being here. And yeah, let's just, we'll get some collective messages. Hi, Simple with Jay. How are you today? Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Please like the video as you come in. Super grateful. I just ate a sandwich. I probably should have brushed my teeth again before I jumped on here. Oh, that sounds like a wonderful morning. Yay. Yes, I have my tea that I've already kind of almost drank all of it, but it sounds like a fantastic morning for sure. All right, so, yes, cheers. Oh, I'm gonna hold it up. Cheers. My goodness, absolutely. Yeah, so, figured we do some personals if anyone wants them, or some collective messages. Either way sounds great. So the first message that is coming through is it really feels like, first of all, you're definitely following your intuition here on something. There's some side of, like, you have learned some sort of lesson here, right? Like, and I think that it's a lesson that maybe needed to be taught like more than one time. You know, like maybe it wasn't the same lesson every time, but like it had to do with maybe the same person, right? And that same person kept bringing back maybe a different lesson, or it could have very well been the same lesson, and maybe you just wanted to give this person the benefit of the doubt, right? You wanted to see the good in them. You wanted to be able to, you know, see something good in them, right? But every time I think you found that you were getting your heart broken, right? And maybe not heartbroken, but like it just ended up where it was like, all right, here we go again on this roller coaster, right? I think you finally ended this cycle. I think, and this is kind of closing a lot of doors that needed to be closed though, right? And you're stepping into this energy, like, look, you're like stepping into this palace, right? You're like stepping into this energy of understanding your power, speaking your truth more, like not being afraid. Like, I feel like you're not tiptoeing around people's feelings. I just feel like there was a lot of things connected to this one person or this one cycle, that once you closed all those doors, it's like, you know, like whoa, like I can just express myself and say exactly how I feel to whoever, and it's okay, right? Like, I'm not worried about, like, I don't know, it just seems like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or you can recognize, even if you don't have to physically say something to somebody, right? You know, this feels like, you know, as far as like maybe relationships or friendships or something like that, like you can recognize from a distance, like, yeah, me and that person probably wouldn't resonate very well. So I'm just going to stay back here. Like, I'm just going to stay over here doing this thing, right? It feels like there's just this energy of like like I'm just seeing like you running down, somebody running down a hallway and like just like closing up, you know, a bunch of doors all at once. and simultaneously on the other side of the hallway, there's a bunch of doors with bright white light shining through, opening, like exactly as you close these doors, right? It's phenomenal the way that this is happening for you. And I feel like, whatever is in these other doors, I feel like you're welcome to come and go in them as you please, almost like it's multiple opportunities. I feel like it's like multiple, yeah, just perceptions, right? You've lifted some veils, and it's just like, wow. Like, I never knew it was so easy to not be a people pleaser. I never knew it was so easy to just say how I feel and be okay with it. You want to know why? Because like your their triggers, anyone else's triggers is not really my responsibility, and not that you're trying to trigger somebody, or it just feels like you're not tiptoeing around people anymore. Anyway, so I feel like there is this energy of something that, you know, very quickly moving, something that once was very small, right? This Page of Cups energy here is now shifting into the King of Cups here, right? And he's holding the ship, okay? So it feels like it's like moving, like something in your life is moving. It looks like a couple levels up, right? Because after the Page, we've got the Knight, and then we've got the Queen, and then we've got the King. It looks like you just like kind of like almost, when you're like walking up steps sometimes, usually as a kid or something, and you like try to skip as many steps as you want. You know what I mean? That is the energy that it feels like. It feels like your inner child is just like running through this hallway, right? Shutting all these doors, watching all these other doors opening, and you get to the end of the hallway, and you're able to just, you feel guided to just skip a few steps, right? Because you've kind of already done the work for those other steps, but like holding on, keeping those other doors open is kind of what like kept you stuck in this Page position, right? But quickly, as you figured out, I'm gonna shut all these doors, right, and all these others open. Like, you now have permission to skip those steps. Like, it's wild. I have goosebumps. Like, this energy here is insane. Just the way that this is kind of playing out here. Maui, it's okay. It's just your sister, okay? I saw his head pop up. Usually he's about to say something. um, Yeah, I should have brushed my teeth again. Sorry, guys. I just feel like they're like, when you eat a sandwich, it was an egg sandwich. It was very good. But yeah, so I feel like this is kind of happening in your life right now. And things might start out kind of slow, right? You're skipping those steps. And once you get both feet, on that step that you skipped, right? Because you got to kind of pull yourself up the rail, right? And get rebalanced, right? Readjusted. So allow yourself the time, a couple weeks or so, to really kind of readjust into this. What I'm hearing is like a new lifestyle, right? A new way of thinking, a new way of being, like, but it's not. It's authentic. It's no longer inauthentic, right? You're actually making decisions and choosing your peace over other people's peace. And so it's very authentic to you, which is actually why you were given this permission to skip these steps. Holy cow. Yeah, you played your cards perfect, right? I'm hearing like checkmate, checkmate. Like, there's something about the way that you did this actually was very perfect. You were very divinely guided the whole time. And so even though those doors stayed open for, maybe you feel like it was a little bit longer than they should have, it actually worked out perfectly. And it's playing out in such a way where, again, you're skipping those steps, and other people are kind of taken aback by the fact that you're able to skip those steps, right? That you were able to, and they don't think about it like that, right? But they're almost like, it's just like things shifting, or they are shifting in such a quick way for you, that people are like, whoa, I gotta try to open this door again. I gotta slide back in there, because there's no way that collective could really just like move this quickly. Like there's no way that this could just change this quickly, right? But Eight of Wands, quick movement, right? Towards Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Things are balancing out here, right? You're emotionally balanced. You're emotionally stable. You've let yourself out of this energy of feeling trapped. You're no longer trapped. The cage is open. You're out. It's time to move on, sucker. That's wonderful. Oh my goodness. What a great first message to start off with, right? Oh man. Let's see what else this deck wants to talk about. Yeah. Whoever these people are, they're currently going through, yes, exactly. I love that energy. That's exactly where you should be. That is, yes. For those that come through and watch this after, she said, feeling very empowered, supported, and having a voice. That's perfect. And it's also perfect that you use the sword there, because I've been seeing lately a lot of shifts within your mental, right? Swords are your thoughts and communication and things like that. And so that's where this changes, right? I'm in my, I'm seeing the Ace of Swords, right? This new beginning of how you think and how you communicate and how you process and how you understand and how you perceive, right? Brand new, like brand new. Yeah, but these people that know the people pleasing you, right? The you that would tiptoe around people's feelings and that would put your stuff on a back burner in order to cater to them, or, the people that thought maybe, they could just come in whenever they want, you would drop whatever because you wanted some sort of attention, or you needed some sort of attention, or some sort of friendship or companionship or something like that, right? These people are going through a moment, a tower moment, where they're understanding and they're recognizing and they're seeing, wow, this is really over. Collective has really moved on, right? They're really like not here for me anymore. Like this cycle, they have ended this cycle. Like these doors are really closed and they've actually been barred shut. Like there's no way that I could slide back in, right, and reopen these doors. And these people are going through this moment right now. And some are like, okay, I could handle that, right? But others I'm feeling are pretty. The word that's coming to mind is devastated. So, and they could be devastated for multiple reasons, right? But it feels like the fact that you had to close the door on these people means that they weren't really serving. It wasn't an equal give and take. It wasn't a healthy relationship, right? Because if it's a healthy, mutual vibrational alignment relationship, you shouldn't have to close the door, right? So whatever the reason that they were coming around, whatever the reason why they wanted to just kind of keep their foot like wedged into the door, however that is, I don't know, however that is. But because each one of you is going to be different, right? They could have been trying to take your energy, or, for financial gain, or, however it looks, right? For fun for them, because they could play with your emotions, or, it's almost like I'm seeing somebody like kind of playing with a puppet a little bit, like, oh, this is fun, and for clout and all these things, right? Everyone is going to be different. Right? For it could have been parents, right, that just wanted to have control. Regardless, they're going through a moment and they're seeing that you've moved on and you're stepping into this Empress energy. And you are about to birth something great. You are about to birth something phenomenal. Now, whether that's something physical, like a business or an idea or something creative, or it's just your rebirth, right? You're stepping into this power. You're stepping into this energy, right? If you've been seeing a lot of feathers a lot recently, that might be very significant. That might be something that kind of lets you know that this message is for you. Yeah, but your justice is here. It's time. It certainly is time for you to look. And there's that big old sword right there, right? It's you know, the scales are being balanced, right? You're calling in this good karma that has been kind of, you know, all these blessings and all these things that have been kind of held back from you, not because you don't deserve it, but almost out of protection because those doors were still open. And I'm just seeing, I'm seeing if there were blessings that were coming down this hallway, I'm seeing like little hands that might sneak out, kind of grab these blessings, right? And so that's awesome. A toy sword in the driveway. I love that. Very synchronistic. This message is definitely for you, my dear. But so now that all those doors are closed and those hands can't sneak in, understand you need to open yourself up to receive, because understand the overflow is here for you, right? But it could only come through when all of those doors were closed. Because these blessings that are coming through are meant for you, right? You have worked hard to get here, and you should be the one to receive them. So it's almost like they were, you know, they were kind of being held back in order for your protection, so you could receive them without them being kind of like, no swiping, swiper. I don't know. Isn't that what they say? Swiper, no swiping, right? That kind of feels like that foxy energy, right? Just sneaky, right? He comes around, he's all sly and la-di-da-di-da, but really he's there to just swipe. He's really just to swipe it on up. Wow, all that from one deck. That's amazing. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. What other messages do we have for the collective here? I love taking my dog on a walk. It's one of my favorite things to do. So much so that I think I'll be able to continue to do it in the winter. I'm not much of a cold person, but it's so nice, and I love the neighborhood we live in. All right, what's some more messages for the collective here? Yeah, it's almost like this. So I really feel like you're working through some creative blocks. Again, I really feel like this also has to do with the doors being, the wrong doors were open, right? And so there are some creative blocks that are kind of being pushed through, okay? And this has a lot to do with, you know, this new energy of like, I am okay with solitude, right? I enjoy time to myself, and I'm gonna in this energy of, you know, staying positive about the outcome, outlook, whatever it may be, and just knowing like that you are enough, like as you are, for whatever this is. Like, I am enough. I was born enough. I'm actually, at this point, I'm more than enough, right? Because I would much rather stay at home, and this might be specific for somebody, but it's like what's coming through is I would much rather stay at home and read a book alone rather than, or, you know, clean my house or do whatever, than go spend time with the wrong people. Because I don't need their company. I don't need their validation. I don't need their attention. I don't need their companionship, because it's all false anyways. None of it was real. It was all self-driven. And it certainly wasn't serving me. I was constantly serving others that were not reciprocating. that energy. Yeah, you have developed a whole new level of compassion for yourself, which actually is in turn extending more compassion to others, like on another level, right? Usually, most people who lack compassion with themselves, they actually are way more giving than they should be to others, okay? But this compassion for yourself is actually strengthening the compassion that you have for others, but it's channeled into the people that really deserve your compassion, that are going to actually give you compassion back, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let's see what the fairies have to say from this deck. I say the fairies for this because I have two fairy decks that we'll use, and we'll see what they've got to say here. Just gonna kind of slide through these different decks and see what messages want to come through. What do you have to say? What's the messages for the collective right now? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. There's something about oh, hey Mystic, so sorry. Okay. So really quick, let me get this quick message out and then I'll answer your questions. The way that I wanted to shuffle this fairy deck, and I'm going to kind of leave this here. It is there's something about taking your time with something. This is for the collective. Mystic, I'll get to you in just a second. But the way that, and being gentle and like just, like graceful. So there's something about that, like almost like this energy is kind of, like coming over you, right? Just like not feeling like you're in a hurry all the time, but just being able to relax and be present in the moment. And just be kind with your words and gentle, and you just come off with this new, very Empress, loving, nurturing energy. Okay, so Mystic, should you get a roommate and try to keep your apartment or sell it? Immediately I heard sell it. There's something about needing your own space. Like I feel like you do well in your own space, and with privacy, and because there's something about like feel like, and this is something that can be fixed, but I think that they're because there's something about just being comfortable in your own place, in your own space, to be you, right? To just be you authentically, like not that you are doing anything hidden behind closed doors or anything like that, but it just feels like, like this is my home. And you could probably find a good roommate that would respect that space, and maybe things would be aligned and stuff, but it just wouldn't feel like home anymore, is the energy that I'm feeling. Like almost like, and maybe over time it would, but I feel like the message that's really coming through is that you would be happier if you went ahead and sold it and found something that was more suited for just you, right? Like I'm just seeing, something that's small, and I feel like maybe you have a lot of plants, or yeah, like I'm just seeing like something very simple and small and cozy, and um, like just for you, because I do feel like it's important that you have something that's just for you. Um, and that's specific to you. You know what I'm saying? There's something about that for you with your energy and the way that you alchemize and the way that you process things and the way that the you know, yeah, that's really kind of what's coming through there. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. Um, yeah, perfect sense then. Yeah. Um, all right. Will I be able to buy an Airbnb within the next 2 years? Um, okay. Cause the word yes came to mind immediately, but I do want to get a couple cards on it because also the word investment came to mind, which the Airbnb is an investment, but I feel like there's some other investment opportunity that might come to you first in order to that comes to you first that might help you like stack up the money in order to make a down payment on one. You know what I'm saying? So I feel so let me but yes, I do believe that the word discipline is coming to mind. So if you really like plan it out, right? Um, and put, you know, if you say today you put $1 in an envelope and tomorrow you put $2 and then $3 and $4 and you continue moving up, right? Um, like I feel like there's something about, you know, and if you start this YouTube channel like you just said, um, like I feel like if you take all of that money and put it away, right, the money that you would make, I'm guessing maybe you would do readings or something like that, or something with your empathic gifts, or your spiritual gifts maybe. I, uh, there's something about, or if you just, you know, make money off of YouTube, which I got to be honest, I don't make any money off of YouTube. Like, I think it's set up to do so, but like, I don't know. I don't know. I've never received a check, so I just want to let you know. But I do think that with a little bit of confidence and a little bit of courage, that would be successful. And if you take, you know, so maybe that investment that came to mind was actually investing your time into creating those videos and then, you know, doing readings for people and stuff like that. I feel like, you know, it would be, you put all that money, you put it away. I feel like, yes, I feel like things are kind of being set up in alignment here in order to create that ripple effect. You know what I'm saying? First, you take this step and make sure that you do this, right? Stay disciplined within this and do it this way. Yes, that is absolutely possible for your Airbnb. And yep, absolutely. Visualize it also. There's something about, if you look at these cards, I feel like, because we got the Magician and we got this card, which is the Page of Cups, but I'm not looking. I don't think this came out for me to talk about the Page of Cups and what it actually means. I think it came out for me to tell you, you know, look at that picture. Like he was like, there's with the water, the word visualization. So maybe, you know, visualizing, right? Um, is really going to kind of move this along. And discipline. You can do it. I think you're going to be great. I think it's going to turn out exactly how you want. You're welcome, Mystic. Thank you for being here and for donating. And we will get back to, yeah, you got this. Totally. I do like that idea. I feel like you also live in a good location for it. I mean, I don't know where you live, but that kind of came through, so I don't know. Or maybe near a good location for it. Like, or maybe that's something that might be coming through as far as like when it is time to purchase, consider the location, right? Make sure that you're considering the location. But I feel like you've already been kind of placed or put yourself in a spot where you're in a good spot. Okay, so let's get back to the fairies. But yeah, so they were talking about being gentle and being kind and just taking your time and not feeling rushed and just being in this really nurturing Empress energy, and really more so attracting rather than chasing, right? And I feel like, you know, we can go back to that message I was talking about. You know, you closed all those doors and all these other doors opened. And again, I feel like some of them are opportunities, some of them are perceptions, some of them are ways of living, some of them are just things like being in the Empress energy, right? Some of them are frequencies and vibrations and all these different things, right? Alignment, like, you know, one of them I'm seeing you walk into, and it's almost like I feel like I'm in a video game. You can walk into it, right? And there's these lights, right, that have, you know, it's the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, the violet, and then the, you know, the white light or the pink or whatever, you know, for the chakras, right? And you step into it and then it just kind of aligns your chakras, right? You now have this power to just kind of, you know, it's just, I don't know, like you're just, whew, I don't know. Oh goodness. Yeah, it does. It feels just like a video game in that instance, you know, like when you like like there's just this energy of like really having access to or really seeing evidence of like your true power as an infinite being, right? Of how really truly magical your words are, yeah? And how really truly magical your thoughts are. This is also something that's kind of, you know, being shown to you, right? Yeah, change came through. Let's see what else they want to come through with. It's, you know, this talks about cause and effect, right? The butterfly effect in a way. We'll go through it one more time. One more. I feel like there's a reason why I just pulled out this deck the other day, because I'm just noticing like on the back is a 4-leaf clover. And the 4-leaf clover, you know, that's luck, right? I feel like you're stepping into an era of luck, okay? You're stepping into, and some people call it luck, some people call it karma. I call it, you know, it's a vibrational match, right? You have done the work in order to be a vibrational match to this abundance. The abundance card came out, right? I feel like this last full moon, this harvest moon, was very, very significant for you. That is when you closed the doors, right around that time. Yeah? And it was kind of like easy. I want to say it was easy. and new beginnings right here. This is all just evidence. It's just the fairies are just confirming exactly what I was saying, right? You may have been kind of feeling or getting a little bit of extra rest lately or whatever it may be, right? Going through this renewal stage, stepping into, like I said, once you get both feet balanced on that step, you know, you kind of took a big leap up there, right? And you want to balance out, right? Get a little, but I feel like you're feeling very renewed. There's a new energy that you're putting off, right? And therefore you're attracting new things. Was there just something back here? Or was I seeing things? Let me know, because I feel like out of the corner of my eye, I saw something kind of like lean into this, to the screen and then lean back out. Let me know if I'm losing it. Oh, goodness. Yeah, transformation. I mean, I feel like, okay, so what else do we got? What else can we talk about? Start celebrating, for sure. Start celebrating yourself. You should feel really good about this. Because I feel like, again, I feel like I'm going to go back to this again. I feel like you wanted to keep those doors open, right? You wanted to just give whatever was behind these doors the benefit of the doubt. You did. But you just can't. They needed to be closed. So it wasn't easy. I don't feel like it was easy. So I really think that you should be celebrating yourself. For sure. Whoop. Okay. Spiritually, right, as above, I feel like you've always been a spiritual warrior, right? Yeah, exactly. Smooth waters. No more feeling like you are, you know, that you have to, I don't know, it feels like, because mentally and emotionally, yeah, that was so weird. And it was almost like in a blue color. And I'm like, what? Like, it's only my daughter here, and Maui's laying down over there. Like, I don't know. But so, like, I feel like there's this new, like, you've unlocked some more ancient wisdom, right? You have unlocked, like a portal or a vault or something where you can just like reach up and grab some wisdom, or reach up and grab some, you know, some information, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it just feels like you have unlocked something, spiritually, right? It might be another, or maybe your gifts are strengthening, right? Or your, you know, as it just, and there's this new sense of awareness, right? Like, I think that downloads might really, really be coming through a lot. But it's almost like this wisdom is something that's always been yours, that you're just finally being able to like get full access to it, right? Again, like you've opened a vault. Mm-hmm. And you're really beginning to like be able to balance your spirituality, your spiritual life, and being tapped in, which honestly, if you are a psychic or an empath, like there's really no untapping. Like you don't really tap out. Right? But it's just about like, balancing your normal like mogul things, like doing the laundry and doing, if you have a 9 to 5 job or whatever it may be, like being able to, because when you go through this journey, I found that sometimes it's hard to kind of keep that life balance, because you're adding and you're learning new parts of you, right? And you're adding this new part of your life, and you've got to kind of try to figure out how to include it, right? Because already before, like, life was crazy, mad, busy, just doing mortal things. Yeah. And then you add in this whole nother part of you that you have to learn a whole bunch about. And you have to do shadow work, and you have to heal, and you have to, right, do all these things. And I feel like all of this is really kind of finally, I feel like through the journey, sometimes we feel really balanced, but mostly it's wild. It's crazy. It's like, how do people do this? Like, but I feel like it's feeling like finally I'm able to function and manage mortal and infinite being together. Like, oh, yes. But yeah, I feel like there's a big thing, a big shift, a big opening going on, a big balancing, just kind of your throat chakra and also your heart chakra. And probably your solar plexus here. And your crown. I'm just going to take, like, it's just like, oh my goodness. Let's see, what else we got? Other messages for the collective, please. Other messages for the collective, please. Yeah. I feel like I'm just like keep talking about the same thing, but the same thing keeps coming through. So yeah, it just feels like your soul is emerging here, right? You had the will to keep moving. You had the power, the strength, the will, the discipline to keep moving forward. And I feel like, this was very supported by your angels and your ancestors and your guides, right? It was almost like a push. You were being pushed from the other realms here, okay? But you yourself, you were driven. You wanted to keep going. You wanted to keep doing it. And now you're emerging, right? You're coming out of that cocoon. But it feels like it's like really coming out of the cocoon, right? Because sometimes we'll like kind of, I don't know, I feel like sometimes we'll think that we're ready, and maybe we'll like peek our head out, or you know what I mean, like, or but if you come out too soon, right, and your wings are not strong enough, you can't fly. And so I feel like, there was a couple times where maybe you tried to come out, right, peek your head out, and your angels were like, no, get back in there, get back in there. You're not ready to fly yet. But you're ready to fly. You're ready to fly. And you're no longer, there's something about seeing value and worth within yourself outside of physical things, right? no longer valuing yourself for what you have or how much money is in your account or what you do for a career or all these things, right? I was born worthy. I was born just as valuable as anybody else, right? And that's just kind of this energy that's coming through. And you're finding that uh, your gifts and what you have to offer, your purpose, right, is extremely valuable. I'm hearing sought after. So maybe it will be a thing where, like, you know, you step out, right? You start flying, you're stepping into purpose right now, and you know, I feel like word of mouth is a huge thing. It's one of the best marketing tools that there is word of mouth. And it just seems like there's going to be this energy of whatever it is that you do, that you're going to be sought after, right? That people are going to be wanting your service or wanting your products or wanting whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that it's your purpose. People are going to want you to be the one, right? Nope, I don't want to work with them. I know that I can trust so and so because Billy down the street said that they worked with so and so collective, and I shouldn't go anywhere else because it's the best. It's the best. Might be a little bit more expensive. Maybe not, though. But I'm just saying, something about being sought after. Right? Something about swimming with the sharks. Maybe actually physical swimming with the sharks. Maybe. But also just, you know, you're no longer a little tiny fish in the sea, right? You're a shark. You're a beast. You're the goat, right? For whatever it is that you do. But this didn't come easy. And you're going to find that there are a lot of people that come across your path now, right? Now that you have your wings, right? And you're going to feel their envious energy because they don't know the sacrifices. They don't know all the towers. They don't know all the pain and all of the things that you had to go through to get there. But a message is coming through, right? That continue to treat them with kindness, right? Continue to be your authentic self. Protect yourself, create boundaries, right? Because those with the envious spirit on them or the jealousy spirit on them, that spirit is not a good spirit. It'll make you do some crazy things, right? So make sure that you are, my throat chakra is being messed with here. Make sure that you are keeping your boundaries strong, right? Use your discernment. But there is this energy of showing them kindness because that's what they need. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, some of you, most of you, this collective message have a heart of gold here. Okay? Look at that. It's literally a heart of gold. Okay? And there will be some snakes that will try to wrap around your heart of gold and crush it. All right? But I think that those snakes were were in those doors that you closed. Right? They were trying to crush your creation. They were trying to crush your evolution. But you've broken free. Look, how significant is that with the door? Wow. Ooh, what a powerful message. Okay. Look, my tea's gotten cold. No big deal. Let's see, what deck do I want to use now? This one. This girl wants to speak. I don't name all of my decks, but like a couple of them, when I got them, they like wanted a name. They, you know what I mean? Like they all have their own personality. And so this is Sal. I don't know. It's weird. Let's shuffle. I've been thinking about giving Sal away because it's hard. She's hard to shuffle, and she's real big. Like I can't hold her in my hands exactly right. I don't know. So I was going to stay on for 2 hours, but I think here's what I'll do is I'm going to stay on for another 10 minutes, 1 hour now, and then I'll come back on this evening for another hour. Split it up and go see what my daughter's doing and get some more stuff done around the house and things like that. Alright, let's get some more. What else do we want to tell the collective? Hey. There is somebody coming in quick. I feel like intuitively you feel this or you know this, but there's somebody coming in quick to give you some type of message. It might actually be like with this Knight of Swords here, it feels like, and I usually don't pull this energy, but it feels like it might be somebody in like in the military or law enforcement or something like that. Like there's the way this came out, right? And I feel like there's been some type of signs or synchronicities, maybe over the internet or something like that, kind of bringing this through, like letting you know, like giving you some sort of insight here about this. But yeah, with the Knight of Swords, like I really do feel like expect some sort of message here in regards to this. And this has been coming through quite a bit here lately. Like, yeah, it feels like it has to do with maybe with like finance or something, or like money, like or something. Yeah, there are people that are like there's somebody or some, a group of people that's mad. Look at this person. Clenching their fists and stuff. Mad. Might be a fire sign. Doesn't have to be a fire sign. Because you've balanced this out, right? You've balanced yourself out. You've moved on from feeling left out, right? And feeling heartbroken, right? And you're stepping into a new cycle of balance. And this doesn't have to be, I feel like there's somebody or some people that are mad that that you figured this out, right? They can't sleep at night. There's some, There's something. You figured something out, or somebody else has figured something out. And somebody is up all night thinking about, worrying about this illusion they created, whatever lies they told, whatever, if they stole something or something like that, right? Yeah, they're learning and understanding. They missed some sort of whatever. They were trying to do something, and this was a missed opportunity. It wasn't even an opportunity. They weren't going to get it. It wasn't theirs anyways. But whatever, their plan didn't work, basically. They're pissed. They're pissed. I really feel like it has to do with money. This has been coming through, I feel like, the last few days. And I think I even talked about it in some readings like last year sometime. So I don't know if this has been going on for like a year or what, but yeah, it feels like something has been discovered by you or by somebody. Some sort of truth, something that was hidden, something that was taken, something that, yeah. And there's been a decision made. There's been a decision made by whoever this was that made this discovery, right? And I feel like it could have been like law enforcement or, you know, something, right? Investigators or something like that. I've got goosebumps. There's been a decision made. Almost like you were lied on or something about this. This will come to you, though. You don't need to do anything. Whatever this is, it's putting this devil energy to rest, right? Not the actual devil, but whoever this was, right? Interesting. I feel like they might be like looking for you, or yeah, there were definitely some lies floating around for sure. But expect a message. Expect a message. Everything is right on track, though. Whatever this is that comes through is really going to put you in a really good position here. Okay? And I feel like a good position financially. But I feel like, yeah, it's like wish fulfillment here. Like moving you from this Nine of Cups energy to the Empress. Goosebumps again. Yeah, there are some people that are up at night not able to sleep because you're moving quickly into a very abundant new beginning here, okay? Like you're in a new cycle filled with wish fulfillment. I don't know, you just accept it. Like open yourself up, right? To receive. Because whatever this is very solid, it's very stable, and it's a gift. It's a gift for you from whoever either left it or the universe or God or whoever. But expect it, and it's just coming out of nowhere, right? Popping right out. Look how big that is. That's a big pinnacle. Some of you might be moving with this big old pinnacle. But I know for certain one thing that you're moving away from, and that's heartbreak. You've already moved out of that space. Yeah? There may be some sort of, this might be an opportunity that's coming towards you, right? So it could have been a situation where somebody wanted to come give you some sort of career opportunity or some sort of investment. They wanted to invest in you. They wanted to work with you or something like that, right? Again, with the King of Swords here, it could have been law enforcement or something. And it feels like maybe somebody lied about you or something to prevent this person from coming, but then they took it upon themselves to do their own investigation. They made their own decision that that they were the liar, right? That those were lies. I don't know. But all I know is this cycle of being financially left out, feeling, out in the cold financially and struggling and wondering and like just being lost is over. It's over. Yeah, you've got good news coming towards you here, right? And whoever this is has got to pack up. They got to pack up and go. So this could also be romance, right? When I think about it that way, you got to pack up and go. Got to pack up and go. Somebody might be, somebody might have chose somebody over you because there were some lies told about you or whatever, and this person wants to come forward and work with you now, right? They're sending somebody packing, and they want to come forward and work with you. Take it as it resonates, for sure. But, all right, so I'm going to leave that there for now. Thank you all so much for joining me for this hour, for the conversation, for all the donations, for everything. I'm super grateful. Yeah, I think I'll do another hour later this evening. It was fun. It was a good time. Good messages. Hopefully something different comes through later. But I'm really it's something different as in positive, also positive but different, right? Because I feel like we talked a lot about the same stuff today for about an hour. But it's all very positive messages. Yeah. There's something, but I feel like it's like you can feel it, but you don't know what it is, right? Or who it's about, or who's coming forward, or because I feel like I feel like is tapped in as we may be, there are some, we don't have access to everything, and so I think this is something that's being kept from us in order to actually make it a surprise, right? I don't know. It's odd. The energy that's coming through with this is very odd. But, yep, I'm going to leave that there. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in a little bit.